Hello? Testing, testing. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Hang in there a minute. I'm gonna check something, and I'm also... Oh, yeah. Let me... Sorry. What am I saying? Okay. I'm gonna go, advertise our little stream. Let's go to channel, copy link. Playing the Sumeru quest. Continue. Oh, I can't spell. Continuing the Sumeru Archon quest live now. Link. Copy paste. Post. There we go. Alright, from here, we are going to... Hang on, let me pull up my chat. There we go. Alright, that should do it. I should be able to see everyone now. If you guys chat anything. Okay. Where we last left off, we were about to, we woke up, we talked to Dunyarzad, and we were about to talk to her again. Though I feel like, yeah, we did do this before. Like, literally the day before. So, guess it's time to figure out what's going on.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Yep.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Subzerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, wait, starting from just now, something seems really familiar.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Okay, well I'm glad that we're actually kind of like skimming through a bit of the story and I don't have to like walk and hear everything all over again. That's nice of the game to do so.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Is this deja vu? I feel like I heard this before.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stream frozen? Yep, stream's frozen. Sorry, everyone. Okay, there we go. We're back. Sorry. Okay,
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Alright, next stall it is.
Where to next?
Oh man, Dunyarzad. I know you have Elazar, but you're walking pretty slowly.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varus! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Subzerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Knight of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, how interesting.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Alright, if I recall, that was number
Great.
4.
These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4. Yeah, definitely number 4.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Well, the first time it definitely was. I picked by random. I picked randomly. Second time, not so sure. I don't know why. Oh, hello. I knew it must have been number 4.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random.
I keep getting deja vu.
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Junior Zod, but I need to leave for a moment.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
The flavor of deja vu. Why are we going to Lambad's Tavern?
A feeling of deja vu?
Yep, deja vu.
Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Okay, I want to do something that I would never, sorry. I want to do something I normally never would.
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One charcoal baked, oh gosh, how do I pronounce this? One charcoal baked Ajulinak cake, please.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Thank you, sir.
Charcoal baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Ooh, good transition. I like that transition.
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here goes.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tasted really good.
Then, you mean...
This flavor. I've definitely eaten this before.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
You could say a taste of deja vu, eh? No? Okay. Anyways, I couldn't get rid of it after all. Looks like I tried this before.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
Wait, so these events right now, this isn't the first loop then? We're not going through the first loop of the Sumeru quest. How many loops have we gone through already? interesting. So this isn't our first loop. Kind of feel bad for Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there.
Yeah, I feel bad. We just kind of like ditched her.
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew, that's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sumeru's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Is that what she said last time? I feel like that's not what she said last time.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
I just experienced a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Subzerus is about to begin. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Though, if this is a loop, then that means that she's probably gonna get shut down again, right? Yep, there she is. And there's the Academia.
With your
guys.
lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha
Sorry.
Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Subzeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, you didn't say this last time.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
It's a real shame, but for some reason I felt like this outcome was inevitable.
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should should also return and get some sleep.
I wonder if it's gonna loop again. Yep, the Sumeru's festival is forced to come to an abrupt end.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I'm feeling pretty groggy. I hadn't thought about it, but my head feels very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Yo, there's a squirrel in my room. What's a squirrel doing in my room?
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Wait, that's Azar, right? He has a voice that sounds kind of like this. Yeah, that's Azar's voice.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
Yeah, I think Azar's up to something.
Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Loop number who knows? I hope I don't have to sit through that whole series of events again. Alright, let's go talk to Dunyarzad.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
You sound more tired than yesterday, actually. Assuming yesterday even happened. Is that yesterday? I mean, we are looping, so wouldn't that mean yesterday is still... Oh, I'm confused. It's still the same day, right? I guess we're just reliving the same day over and over.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Maybe yesterday is not the right word, but... last loop, maybe.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey,
What a strong sense of deja vu.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sumeru's festival.
Nope, we skipped all the way to Vihar this time.
Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, frames dropped for a second. Sorry, everyone.
Huh? What were those last two? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Oh, well, all of the options are number 4 this time. Picking a random one. Boom.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Thank you, thank you.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Number 1 is Lizard Tail.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Ah, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me
Can I
that
have
you
a
already knew
Vulcan?
which flavor was in each box.
No, sorry. Can you even give Vulcans? I didn't know that you could. Anyways,
What? She was right about all of them?
Yep, I know every single flavor in every single box.
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning, and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
No, who's that? Just now, that was...
Hey, where are you going? What's going on?
Alright,
Did you see something?
let's find this familiar figure.
Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Oh, there she went. There she is. Okay, let's go find her. Alright, she continued down the street. Alright. Okay, she went this way. She's going pretty far from the city. I feel like these are already like kind of the outskirts.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
A familiar figure, an overwhelming sense of deja vu. Oh, she's walking that way. Over there.
That's...
Ah, that bird cage. Oh, the bird's gone. Ah, this is getting weird. Alright, continue. Alright, let's talk to the mysterious girl. Hello, who are you?
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
What? Well, she was just with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
Ah, that's confusing.
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Alert.
I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside?
Let's find out.
You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's use it together.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the?
Memories. So many days worth of memories.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival?
So this wasn't our third time. We've been doing this for a while now.
Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
And that must mean that we must have met you before, haven't we? That's why you seemed familiar.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
What's wrong with the Dunyarzad over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
So what we need to do is break out of this cycle?
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Hello, Nahida. Oh, I know. You introduced yourself before.
Good. You passed the test.
Yay! Great. Wonderful.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out.
Whoops.
If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
Okay, so I guess we gotta take it slowly then. One at a time.
I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
Nahida really likes her, analogies, huh?
You sure love to use weird analogies.
That's what I was just thinking.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Let's collect our thoughts. Uh-oh. Alright, when you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries. Once interpreted, you may submit that text as a conclusion. Some text entries can be associated with one another once interpreted. Select Associate to choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing Submit Conclusion. Okay, oh dear. When I first did this quest, because I rushed through the Sumeru quest, before to, unlock the, Scaramouche boss fight. Man, this took forever, and I just, like, kinda clicked my way through it. So, we're gonna try to bumble our way through it, too. It might take a while for me to sort this out, so, please bear with me, everyone. Let's start with the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara. Interpret.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Let's interpret the Grand Sage's speech.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Oh, okay. So when he meant go sell, he knew. Okay, I had a feeling. I heard his voice when in that at the end of one of those loops. That must have been, yeah, at the end of the day. that must have been when the loop restarted. And when he says go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content, he knows that's because he knows it's gonna loop. Dude, that's like, that's kind of cruel. Like he knows that remark. He knows that like Niu's gonna celebrate and everyone is gonna celebrate again and again and again and again. What about these?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Moon, illusions, lies. That's probably the one that's least connected. I get maybe. Okay, I think I kind of get. Illusions, lies. Yeah, I feel like this one's the least connected. All right, deja vu, interpret.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Interpret.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Let's try Sub-Zero's. Let's associate the samsara with deja vu. Let's interpret. Oh, we got a new thing. Time loop.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Right. Is that
a
correct?
Time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Oh, right. Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Alright, how are we gonna do that?
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh, can I say that I love that transition, like the pan to the tree and then the pan from the tree out. Beautiful transition. I don't know if that's been used in the other Archon quests. I might not have noticed it, but man, those transitions are queen. Love them.
And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Actually, okay, the fact that the quest is still continuing probably means that I did give the correct answer for the time being. Alright, let's go ask for more clues.
Up and away!
Is it down this way? Yeah. Alright, they're probably in the Grand Bazaar, right? These stall owners? Nope, nope, higher. Okay, guess we need to go up from here. Oh, we should talk to the folks we talked to before. Like, what's his name? Amal.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Do you ever feel like you're reliving the same day?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
I don't think Amal is gonna get that, Paimon.
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
But just like Amal said, no one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Alright, let's keep doing that. Let's ask the moon guy. Yeah, Kamiya.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We did actually run into a situation.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
Sorry, hang on. Okay, let's continue.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
We're all trapped in the day of the Sabzerus festival.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Vihan? Oh, okay. I guess we can talk to Dia again.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
She cares a lot about Dunyarzad. Let's try taking her to see the real Dunyarzad.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
Indeed.
At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Alright, let's go. Where are we going? Ah, there she is.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
You just defeated a gang of kidnappers. I know.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Your claymore. I know about your claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Let's give that to her. Does that make sense, Gia? We know about your claymore.
Tell her, Traveler!
You sold your greatsword to support the festival, and you got injured because you aren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
Alright, so this is the situation.
Please believe us.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Haven't you noticed anything off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Wait, that's not the real Dunyarzad, right? That's not the real Dunyarzad. We don't have to worry about her.
All right,
Alright,
I'll
we've
give
got
you the
more
benefit of
evidence.
the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Alright, the real Dunyarzad is... Can I teleport? Yes. It's closer to this teleport waypoint.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
Oh, I always see that dusk bird, that toucan thing. I always see it around it. It's always... I wonder if it has a hidden meaning or something. Or a deeper meaning or something like that. I don't know.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Uh-oh. You don't see it?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Ah, shoot. She's gonna be mad at us. Ah, she doesn't see her.
Hold
Uh-oh.
on. Over there. Is that?
Oh, wait. You can see her?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Not good.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
I think the sages are behind this too.
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
No. Most information in the Akasha comes from the Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Oh, is it contemplation time again? Alright, let's see. Information on the Akasha.
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Wait, so it's taking the populace's wisdom. Maybe that's why we all feel mentally fatigued.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy.
Oh, right. Actually, this whole contemplation thing isn't too bad. I think I just need to be thinking about it clearly.
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how would it do that? Well, I guess that's what the Traveler's thinking. But we all are connected to the Akasha via our terminals, right? So it's probably taking... Yeah, if I remember what I glimpsed at from the quest when I initially did it. The Akasha comes... They can take information from us too, right? They can monitor us and stuff.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
Someone likes their analogies.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Alright, everyone removes their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there's always the sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Oh, maybe.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
What?
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
Wait. Uh-oh.
We took off our Akasha terminals.
Oh
Phase
no.
runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Casualties?
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Are we going through more loops?
Paimon remembers everything!
Oh wait, we're not at the hotel anymore.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Oh, okay. Maybe it just time skipped to the point that we ended up going back to Nahida again. At the end of last
We
night.
definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
And then our terminals are back on us, so maybe we failed at severing our connection?
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
Wait, the moon? It's like that thingy from Kamiya's thing, right? The moon, illusions, and wise.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Yeah.
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay, so we shouldn't put too much thought into the divination then.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Oh, time skip.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Uh-oh. She doesn't remember. Hold on. Something's not right.
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Oh wait, hang on. She doesn't have that scratch on her arm anymore.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle, did anything feel strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
Ah, right. Okay, so it's not a time loop then. That means that these things that we're doing have physically happened before. Our It could also be a simulation. We could just be going through a simulation over and over and over. Maybe our real selves are all asleep?
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
Like muscle memory, right?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Yeah, muscle memory. That's what I thought.
Traveler, what do you think?
Oh, sorry. Could this be because we removed the Akasha terminals?
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Is it possible that we've already broken free?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
You want us to take Miss Dunyarzad while you make sure that the area is safe of kidnappers.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Nope.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Alright, we'll take Dunyarzad. And there's Nilu.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Nahida, what are you talking about?
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You saying that Tevat is like fake? Is that what you're insinuating?
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Man, that got kinda philosophical for a moment there.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
So you were intentionally trying to confuse us.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
The anxiety what now?
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Wait, flush the duk-duk. Anxiety duk-duk. Bad thoughts? Alright, we're gonna go... Anyways, yeah. We're gonna go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Alright, that's Azar's voice. And only Azar's voice. What happened to the second guy?
We're still in the same day!
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Didn't she say that, like, if she gave us too much info, our brains would explode or something?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, Even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
Wait. I guess even Dia couldn't, recognize your presence.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
So our time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Because Dia's fighting skills have gotten better. They keep improving. But meanwhile, Dunyarzad's illness has also gotten worse.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Alright, hang on. Alright, so let's ignore the alchemical divination results, because that's kind of useless. Let's interpret the Akasha's sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Bodily memories.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
That's right. Let's interpret the remaining stuff.
I've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times.
Many times, that's not gonna help. I think bodily memories is where we want to go on this.
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on...
Maybe bodily memories associate with... No, okay. Maybe this one? Okay, so maybe bodily memories and the sound. Oh. Oh, right, memories are deleted every day. Dia didn't remember our conversation.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Alright, let's submit this. I think that's the progress that Nahida wants us to make. Yeah? We aren't in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zeru's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
Wouldn't someone have broken the illusion already? You can't tell me that Sumeru doesn't, like, trade with people from, like, Mondstadt or Lyra or something like that, right? Like, unless, like, the sages are making everyone in Tevat relive the same day over and over. But then only people in Sumeru have the Akasha terminals. So couldn't like some like a merchant from like Mondstadt or Lyra come in and like say, "Hey, I've got a delivery. You said I said this would come in like 2 days or something like that." And they would say, like the Sumeru people would say, "Oh, wait, that can't be. I placed that order like just yesterday or something like that." Wouldn't someone have like already noticed? Like, you can't tell me that Sumeru doesn't like get visitors from other countries. It's not like Inazuma where everything's like all closed off and isolated.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Thank you, Nahida.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
The fact that she clapped and said a brilliant deduction should mean that we're right.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
Ah, okay, I kind of get it. So we thought it was a time loop because we just we kept thinking about how everything was going over and over again. So it's not a loop.
That isn't simple at all!
Still the wrong conclusion, huh? Oh wait, so we did come to the wrong conclusion?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
It feels so weird talking to Dia again. Cause like, she's gonna be out of the loop again. Oh no. Like, it was just like a few days ago when she was with us, we were like learning the truth together. And now like, I don't know. She doesn't remember anything, it's just Paimon and us again. Not that I have anything against Dia, it's not really her fault that her memories are being deleted. Wait, hang on, I'm gonna try talking to these guys. No, not that.
This is...
Alright, that's what Kamiya says.
I picked all of these from the forest.
Alright. And I'm assuming Mr. Ferris or Viha is gonna say the same thing, right?
Attention! Any more requests, young soldiers?
Alright, let's keep going. Dia, hello.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to people.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
My new greatsword? How did you know about that?
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
We don't actually need to explain everything. Let's just get straight to the point.
Oh, that works!
You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because... we've already lived through the same day many times already, and our memories of the day are erased every night. But your muscle memory apparently doesn't get erased, though I feel like... muscle memory isn't, like, literal, right? Like, it's not like your muscles have brains or anything that, like, literally remember stuff. There is, like, a small... when we say, like, when we talk about muscle memory, like, it's still, like, there is something subconscious going on in the head, right? So shouldn't you still... I think you should still forget, no? I don't know. Let's just say, I guess for the sake of the story, we'll say the muscle memory does not, get erased. Yeah, I think that's what the idea of the narrative that, the Archon quest is going with here.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Exactly.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
How can that be impossible?
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And what about those merchants? I was thinking about those merchants. Merchants, foreigners, diplomats or something, Fatui, they would come in, they would come out. Wouldn't they notice something's up?
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I've thought about that too. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha, you're not telling me the sages are like refilling our wallets and all of that, right? That can't be possible.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
Oh my gosh, they're actually wait. So you're telling me that our wallets are being like replenished because they record how much we spent, and then it gets recorded, and the money that we spent gets put back in our wallet. You're saying that the city is that rich to just like bring in more food, bring in more money?
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
Okay, maybe there's a non-zero chance, but I find that that's very unlikely. You need like a ton of food, not to mention all the time and all the workers you need. Like that money's, even if you did have that amount of food and money and whatever, like that's not just gonna like appear randomly in people's pockets. Like someone has to like put it back, know exactly where everything was.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Ooh, proof. Show me, Dia.
You have proof? Where?
Why do you sound so smug, Paimon?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Ah, it's so...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones to...
Ah, yeah, she said it was 2 days ago, it was us who wanted to show something to her. I don't know why, but that just makes me feel kind of sad, you know, like... I don't know, I thought that we were all gonna be in this together with Dia. But she really doesn't remember. I thought, like, the three of us were gonna, like, break out of the cycle together. Well, I guess we have Nahida, too. Alright, show me, Dia.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
Oh, I see where Dia's going with this. So she probably like swings on it, right? And if she swings on it, that means there has to be like a groove, like a sword mark. But if it's the same every single day, well, theoretically, if, you know, we were reliving the same day over and over and it wasn't a time loop, there would be more marks and more marks. But every day, this training dummy is probably, like, the same,
See those marks
right?
on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice.
Yeah. So, unless you're telling me, she's gonna say, like, unless you're telling me that the sages are deliberately putting the same exact marks on the training dummy day after day, I don't buy it.
Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
How could the sages, like, replicate every exact cut and groove and mark on this dummy?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Yep.
I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
I find the chances of that happening to be very improbable.
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
That makes sense.
Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
See ya.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Okay, so luckily I did have a plan B. And the fact that Nahida was talking about like, you know, like, oh, what if this world isn't real? actually might lend credence to this theory. Um, maybe we are reliving the same day over and over again, but maybe our real bodies are in a coma, and we're all just in one big dream. And actually, no, I didn't say dream, I said simulation initially. And now that I think about it, that would also explain how there's no merchants or foreigners or diplomats, like, breaking the cycle. Because they can't. We're all sleeping. Yeah, we're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Suddenly realized that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
It really is strange. We should have thought of this a long time ago.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Yeah, let's go talk to Nahida. Man, I don't know why, but this whole, like, memory loop thing just makes me feel uneasy. I don't know, like, I feel a sense of unease and, like, maybe a little bit of creepiness, too. Just reliving the whole day, seeing the real Dunyarzad like that, and no one realizing that something is amiss.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Have we ever tried leaving the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
Oh?
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night.
Whoa. Wait, and then we just suddenly, like, reappeared in the morning? That's kind of creepy.
But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe there's, like, guards or sages or something outside that's, like, catching us and deleting our memories. Let's try this again tomorrow.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Maybe it's my imagination, but I don't know. That's really creepy that, like, we left and we didn't come back for the whole night, and we just came back the next morning to Sumeru City without our memories. Oh, no talk this time.
Our memories are back!
Wait, yeah, sorry. So we went out for the night, didn't come back. We reappeared in the morning with all our memories gone. Like, I don't know. I'm imagining something, like, horrible, like some monster or a guard or something catching us, like, removing our memories and putting us back in the city. Maybe I'm overthinking things. And let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean, Paimon?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
From who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Wait, this is my own voice.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Oh wait, so we've gone through another 2 loops. So 2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Okay, so we just went through a 2-day time skip. Oh man, we are time skipping so much. All right, so 2 days ago, that was supposed to be tomorrow, or which is now today. Ah, this is getting so confusing. All right, so anyways, so one day we said, let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
So we left together. Oh, okay, so talk to Nahida. Or, okay, let's head out to the city gate. Ooh, a chest.
Ooh, let me open it.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Oh wait, so there are merchants who are trying to trade. So it looks like the merchants from Sumeru, or at least from inside the city, can't get out. And if there's guards that are blocking the walls, then that must mean that the guards, then that must mean that the guards are also keeping other merchants out. But what about the Fatui? I feel like the Fatui would be... I mean, they're everywhere, right? I find it hard that the Fatui would just leave Sumeru unscathed like this. Wouldn't there be, like, Fatui agents coming in and out?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Ah, poor guy.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course the Academia wouldn't share their plans with a pawn.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Actually, Paimon, stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
If leaving the city will trigger disruptions to our memories, we need someone to stay and witness events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to pause here for a minute. Yeah, my dog's barking again. Hang on, sorry. I'll be right back. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. Dog was barking. Okay. So, let's continue from here. Alright, don't worry, Paimon. If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful. Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today. What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon, that Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Although I don't remember doing any of this, still, sorry, Paimon. Genuinely sorry. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Man, I actually kind of feel bad for Paimon. Like, the feeling that she must have felt while we were gone for an entire day, not knowing if she should go after us or come back.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You sure that's what you saw? Like you weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yeah, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Huh.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Sure.
Now we're talking.
Alright, so that's probably what happened. And then we went again that day. Ah, I see.
I'm done. Here you go.
Thanks, Nahida.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
She probably did some modifications to it.
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
Worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon. Don't worry. I don't... Well, I mean, given that this is a flashback, I won't leave you.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler.
And that's where we are in the present
That covers
day.
everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the city.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
Howling fish?
All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
What the heck?
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls.
Okay, so there weren't any guards or sages, but that still sounds horrifying. Can't go back.
But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared.
What the?
Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
This is like some psychological horror Omori level stuff here. What the heck?
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
I don't know why, but I just got a bunch of like Omori vibes, like the weird static effects, like the surreal horror of everything. Gives me Omori vibes. Anyways.
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Alright, let's see. Spaces without human presence.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
The space where we were yesterday.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
And the real world?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Yeah, it would. Let's try... Oh, wait. Let's try this one.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Okay. This one?
Oh, so that's what the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
That doesn't sound natural, too. There's like a whole world beyond Sumeru City, right? We've literally been there, right? Right? Like, where's Gandharvaville and Port Ormos and like the rest of Tavat?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret, huh? Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey! Where are you going?
Alright, let's go to the familiar bench. I'm assuming this is the one where, Dunyazad, what's her name? Dunyarzad is, or was at when we sat here a lot.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Yeah, this is where Dunyarzad and us hung out. Alright. Some time probably passes by. Yep, sun goes down. Sunset. Alright.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Sorry. The dance of Sub-Zeros. It's that time already.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Alright, let's go back. Man. I mean, though I haven't been experiencing many of the loops myself, for some reason, I don't know why, but I can't shake the feeling that, like, you know, I'm like trapped. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could technically probably like teleport out of here anytime I wanted to, but I don't know. Playing the story quest has actually made me feel like trapped in the city. Like I don't know. And quite frankly, I'm excited to get out of here. And get back to like the real world and all. Yeah, I want to get back to the real world and stuff like that.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces,
We figured something out.
Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Sub-Zero's exam, graduation, what is this, high school? Anyways, ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, so if it's not a simulation, it could be a dream. That would explain why it's not real.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Oh, wait. Okay, so if this is a dream world, maybe people in Sumeru don't dream because we're all in one? Wait, that wouldn't make sense though. How would we have interacted with the other people of Sumeru? Anyways, that can't be worth... could be worth a shot. So my idea with the spaces without human presence is because people, if this world we're in is a dream world, then that means that people from Sumeru don't dream. So because they're not dreaming, they're not inhabiting their own spaces.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
So, dreams with no human presence. Let's interpret that.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
Alright, yeah, let's go with this. I think this is it. So we're in a dream. What?
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Huh. What about this?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times.
This? No? Well...
Okay.
This? No. Is it really this
The
thing?
moon illusion.
Nope. Okay. Let's see.
Those spaces remind...
Okay, so this is the link. Oh wait, oh there we go, okay. So, the truth behind dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Wait, I still don't get that part. So, ever since we stepped foot into Sumeru... Maybe just Sumeru City, because it feels like we had a dream outside of Sumeru. I still don't get this whole dream thing, but sure, let's go with this. So the people's dreams are being stolen, and I guess that explains the lack of human presence in the other spaces, if we're assuming the other spaces are dreams. So people are being taken from their own dreams and being placed into one big dream, which is the one we're all in right now.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Okay, I think I get that part. So, that part that... Okay, I get we're in a dream. I get that people were plucked from their own dreams into this dream. So my question is, what was real and what was not? Our time with Tignari and, Kale and Hypatia, was that real? Was that fake? When does reality begin and reality end? Where does dream begin and where does dream end? That's the big question. Those are the questions that I have right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Oh no, part 2. It's a 2-page question. It's a 2-page test. Ah man, Nahida. I can't believe you're giving us multiple question tests. Oh dear. Alright, so the Akasha's let's do this
It
one
compiles
first.
the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
So maybe the whole knowledge thing is how they... Nope, okay. I was gonna say, the whole the fact that the Akasha can give us knowledge could mean that they could give us dreams too. Though if the Akasha is taking our dreams, then that must mean the opposite. They're not giving us the dreams, they're taking our dreams. No?
That does.
Maybe this one then? Manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power?
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too.
Wait, what dream controlling creatures? Are we talking about like the howling fish? Oh wait, okay, so they're Paimon's talking about the Aranara. The little cabbage-like critters. So they are dream controlling creatures too, I think. So they get their power from the Dendro Archon. Oh, I am actually forgetting this. I did not remember that part. So the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too, because it comes from the Dendro Archon, and that means that it's using the okay, so it's using the Dendronosis, which would be from the Dendro Archon. So it's using the Dendro Archon's power. Okay, I get it.
But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Uh-oh, phase 3?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Samsara.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized.
Oh wait, okay, so we've got a new text prompt. The appearance and disappearance of dreams.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
What's associated with this one? And go. No. Maybe this one? This one? I guess this one then. Huh? No? Ah, there we go. Okay, samsara and the reappearance and disappearance of dreams. Wait, so what else haven't we looked at? Akasha's sound?
The beep is a... Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even the...
Alright, Maybe the Grand Sage's speech is the conclusion. Nope. Oh, I haven't seen this one, have I? Mass production of dreams.
Correct.
There we go.
The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
Yeah, sorry about this, everyone. I'm getting kind of confused with all this dreams business.
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
So what are those casualties that the sages are talking about? are those like people who don't get like out of their dreams in time, and when their dreams get harvested, their consciousness gets like harvested too? Okay, I'm gonna take a page out of Nahida's book, and I'm gonna make an analogy. So like, I guess our dreams are like wheat, right? If that makes sense. Is everyone following along so far? So if our dreams are like wheat, right? Um, and let's say I don't know what is used for wheat. Let's say like we're all like little grains on a blade of wheat. That's how it works, right? Blade of wheat, or yeah, we're all like a little grain on a wheat plant, and the wheat plant's like the dream. So we're being taken off the wheat plant. Or I guess, maybe a better analogy is trees. Sorry, I'm flipping around. All right, so trees. Maybe we're the pine cones on the trees, and the trees are like the dreams, and we're the pine cones. So the sages take us pine cones, and they hang us up on one big tree, and now we're no longer on our own trees. And okay, you know what? This is getting confusing. Sorry. Where else can, let me finish this thought if, anyone wants to analyze it, I guess. So after our pine cones are off the trees, they cut down all the trees, and they harvest it for lumber. So, just like how the sages are harvesting our dreams, for wisdom. I think I just confused myself, and yeah, sorry. Oh man, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm getting confused just thinking about this.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle.
Now the question is this I'm assuming this Sub-Series festival is, I mean, I know that we're all in one dream, but I wonder if, like, that dream actually gets decayed, and then a new dream is created, and then we all go back into that dream again, if that makes sense. It's like I guess it's like a swimming pool, if that makes sense. I'm gonna use another analogy, which might be a horrible idea, but so it's like a swimming pool, and we're all inside the swimming pool, and then when the Akasha beeps, we all get out of the swimming pool, we all get out of the dream, and then they like drain the pool, reflood it, not reflood it, refill it again with water, and then we all get in. So I wonder if they're creating a new Sub-Series festival each time. It's a minor detail, and I don't think it's really that important to the plot right now.
People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues.
So another dream about the Sub-Series festival. So it is a new dream. It's a new dream that gets created every single time.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Yeah. Wait, so where are our real bodies? That's what I want to know now.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, last question. Who am I?
Alright, so this is now where the divination comes into play. The moon, illusions, and lies.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
Mm-hmm. And the lies part is what the sages have been telling us.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sages' deception of Sumeru's people?
So if those two are wise is what the sages are doing. Illusions is the dream. You're the moon, Nahida.
So you noticed.
You are Westerward Kusanagi.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Well, it's nice to meet you. We've been looking for you for quite some time now.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you, but this doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
So, I guess we're all sleeping right now in reality.
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
About the dream. Okay, time to ask all these questions because I'm so confused. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one because she told us that our brains would overload and blow up. Okay, so how do the sages manage to keep people from noticing?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sumeru's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sumeru's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Okay, so that confirms it further. That each successive quote-unquote loop that we go through is a new dream. It's a new Sub-Zeri's dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sumeru's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
About the side effects of the mass-produced dream.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
Wait, don't we all need to, like, poop and, like, eat and stuff?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
I wonder how Kale's doing. Unless... No, I think this dream only affects the people in Sumeru City, so Kale should be safe. Why is the dream about the Sub-Zeri's festival of all things?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Alright, what can we share? Oh, the Grand Sage's speech, right? He said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Grand Sage said, go...
Celebrate the birth of that god?
I'm assuming that's referring to you.
Could it mean...
Alright, we talked about... We asked this, we asked this, we asked this. I don't need to ask that.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
Alright, agreed.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
The sun must be Ruka the Vata. Oh, beep. Day's over. Time to wake up.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
I wonder if Nahida also blacks out when the beep
morning,
happens.
Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Wait, where's Dunyarzad?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did she die?
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Dunyarzad. We're so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely.
Okay, so she was a fake.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream.
Oh, so they needed a puppet so that no one would, especially Dia. Dia would know something's up if Dunyarzad wasn't there.
So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
That is freaky. That is freaky.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar.
Nahida must have... She had a history with Dunyarzad too.
I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still...
It still meant a lot to her.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon.
Ah, don't say that.
I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness.
Okay, so this is someone... Okay, I see.
Which means, with the power of imagination, They can change anything in this dream.
Like, ending it?
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we want to find this host and tell them, hey, you can turn this food into golden mora. Alright, so we find the host, and then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility.
You might forget what happened, though, if you go there, right?
Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I feel so demoralized. And come to think of it, we never did see Dunyarzad ever again. After we woke up, it was just the puppet version of her. Our last time speaking to her was at the very end of the Subseries Festival. We never spoke to her again.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time.
Well, but it's just like Nahida said, you know, there's gonna be a lot of people who might end up like Dunyarzad eventually if we don't stop this now.
But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Yeah, let's do it.
Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Let's see. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize that this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe Ferris? Knight of Flowers?
Oh, that would make sense! Ferris the Knight of Flowers is a symbol of the whole Sumeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
You know, for all Nahida says about like, oh, I'm not a real Archon, I'm still a long way from being a real Archon. She was the one who encouraged us to keep going. And she did come up with a plan to like stop the samsara even after she knew that, like, you know, she failed. She said, okay, like, maybe we did fail, but like, we gotta still keep going. I don't know. In my opinion, that counts for something, you know? It has to count for something in terms of, like, leadership, right? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is Nahida doesn't give herself enough credit, and she's a much better leader in Archon than she thinks she is.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
You're dreaming. Wake up.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
No, just a thing.
Less questions, more wishing!
Yeesh, pushy.
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Dunyarzad. Come to think of it, I think VR has a crush on Dunyarzad, right? Ah, poor guy. How are we gonna break it to him?
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
Ah, you noticed.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Ah, Vihar.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
And now he'll never see her again.
Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Come on.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
So she really is gone.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Ah, they really needed to throw that gut punch in there, huh? Like, yeah, as if Dunyarzad being gone isn't bad enough. Remember, like, this guy? And, you know, how he has a crush on Dunyarzad? And how she believed in him? And how he wanted her to be happy and all that?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Dia!
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Alright, I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Alright, I think the Traveler needs to vent on someone right now. And anyways, these Eremites aren't real. These Eremites aren't real.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad and weave. Leave these guys to us. You know, you eremites. I just realized, these eremites probably are the real deal. And by that I mean, like, they're obviously dreaming like the rest of us, but they still experience this dream all the same. Well, I guess they're gonna forget anyways because of the Akasha and all that. But anyways, let's beat these guys up. Leave them to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath. Leave.
You... Ugh, fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
I will.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down!
I think it's gonna be the opposite.
That's close enough.
A new
Gather.
Let me weave you a verse. No, my fire hazard!
How quickly can I get rid of all you guys? Dead? Dead?
Gold Bishop down!
Dead.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine. Just angry at myself.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Oh yeah, that's right. Uh-huh.
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yeah, I also forgot about that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Yeah, let's go check out what the item is. Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Indeed.
Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Alright, Paimon enters the room and returns while later.
This was only a
carrying
temporary
something.
residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table.
Okay.
Should we open it?
An elegantly written note. Okay, this looks like Dunyarzad, so I'm gonna try to read it in her voice. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero's festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give you to the, I can't read. I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Westerward Kusanagi, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharvaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Westerward Kusanagi at work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Westerward Kusanagi appear in Gandharvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and I couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me until I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Westerward Kusanagi must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope the Sub-Zero's festival makes him feel a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had had a wee bit too much to drink and I couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanagi. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms. And she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one that has that much value as a reference. That was probably just a tree, right? I don't know. Nahida could take the form of a tree, maybe. These folk records, appended with Dunyarzad's references and opinions, leave every page densely packed. Dunyarzad. Thank you for your help. Maybe it is because of you. But we did end up meeting Lesser Lord Kusanagi. We met Nahida. Thanks so much, Dunyarzad.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
Dang it, why does this quest keep bringing Dunyarzad up?
Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sumeru's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sumeru's festival, right?
But she didn't get a chance to because of the Eremites. And then right after that we went to the new Sumeru's dance. And then we went to bed. And then we never saw her again. Man, it's been one gut punch after another.
If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known.
Dunyarzad.
But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
And the music doesn't help either. Talk to the fake Dunyarzad? Okay. God, this quest is... after Dunyarzad died, it's been one gut punch after another. First Vihar, and then the letter. And then all those memories that we made together with her.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I guess... I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
And they're showing the good times montage where we were all happy and she was actually happy and not a puppet.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sumeru's.
And then she never got to see it.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Hmm?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dunyarzad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Let's go, Paimon. Let's not leave behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the Dance of Sub-Zerus. I see. Let's not leave behind any regrets. You know, we can think of this as as if we're doing this for Dunyarzad. Yeah. We're watching this dance for Dunyarzad, no matter what those Academia sages say.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
Ah, shut up.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the Academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste!
You're not even real anyways, are you? Neither of you are real, huh?
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Wait, what's up with those flowers? Huh? Are they different?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisarahs went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisarahs in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisarahs? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice! Dunyarzad, did you find these?
So this dream... real Padisarahs... This is your dream then, isn't it, Niwu? If there's real Padisarahs on stage...
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Niwu, close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise!
You know, come to think of it, if the festival pretty much, if the Sub-Zerus festival pretty much ends every night with Nilu getting like torn down by the Grand Sage, the poor Nilu. She must have had to relive this experience day after day after day. I mean, I guess it's somewhat mitigated by the fact that she doesn't remember any of this, right? After every day? So I guess it's not all too bad. She only remembers this instance, at best. Assuming we get out of this dream at this very moment.
Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
No, more like a cruel prank by the academia.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated.
Whoa.
After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend.
I don't know why I said whoa there. I think I just got caught in the moment. Sorry about that.
Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Oh, okay, I get it. So the journey was the dream. So he never even stepped foot.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
So now that Nilu is aware of it, this dream should be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zerus festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zerus as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Please, dance your heart out.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Dunyarzad! She got to see her dance after all.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Morning, Paimon. Ah, head hurts. Must be from all that mental fatigue.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
Oh, wait. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it. Remember how I was questioning, like, how, like, no merchants or, like, Fatui or something got into the city and how they would have, like, noticed something was wrong? So, I guess the events of this entire portion of the quest, all those, like, times that we revisited the Subzeris Festival, I guess it all happened in the span of one single night. Whew. That's gonna be really exhausting. We should probably sweep that off.
Paimon thinks it was after the Subzeru's festival.
So chronologically, in real Tivat, speaking in real Tivat terms, it's only been one night. There's the real Subzeris festival, and then all those loops that we just went through. And then we woke up in the morning.
The Subzeru's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Subzeru Samsara?
I remember now.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the Dance of Subzeris, I think I saw... Quick, let's go see Dunyarzad.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot, where we used to meet her.
Huh? What usual spot?
The bench. She's probably waiting at the bench where we met her initially. Or, okay, I guess where Nahida is. Wait, Dunyarzad?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
You're not Catherine. You're Nahida.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Subzeris festival for me.
Wait, so she's alive?
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Ah, Dunyarzad, you're alive.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you.
Tell us.
I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Subzerus.
Alright, let's talk to Dunyarzad first. Oh, okay, I guess we can't talk to her. Oh, we did it. We're back in the real world. We did it. And Dunyarzad's alive too.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Subzeru's festival.
Ah, so Dunyarzad did make it out. alive and in one piece.
And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
Ah, I see.
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Sounds good. Alright, I don't want to disturb you for too long, but...
What's going on? Why are you two so excited to see me? Hasn't it only been a night?
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that long? No wonder I have such a headache.
Alright, go get some rest in your side. Ah, so she's alive. That means... Well, maybe her and Vihar have a chance. Vihar still has a chance. They can still be together. Anyways, I'm just glad that she's alive. Alright, let's go find our bench. Where is our bench? Close this way.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sumeru's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described.
Ah, the dreams.
Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion.
So I'm assuming that was Dunyarzad's dream then, right?
Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Thinking about it, Nahida has a lot of control over dreams, huh? Though then again, she did say that dreams are wisdom, or dreams contain wisdom. So I guess it would make sense for her then, as the god of wisdom, to be able to control dreams as well.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
A very happy ending, and truly a miracle. See, Nahida? You're not a bad Archon. You didn't even fail to save her. You managed to actually succeed.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Alright, let me ask all these questions. War dump time. Alright. About what I saw in that dream in Avidia Forest.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Alright, next question. Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha.
So, you could link up to me and take control of me if you theoretically wanted to.
I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Ah, I see.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Well, to me, you're already an excellent Archon. I think I mentioned this, but even after Dunyarzad died, or after we thought Dunyarzad died, you still, came up with a way to motivate yourself and us into working towards stopping the cycle, breaking it. You came up with a plan of action, and you even actually managed to save Dunyarzad too. You looked for a way to save her, and you actually did. And also, compare that to the Academia. They're the ones who caused all this, right? Is that really good governing? I think you're selling yourself a little too short here, Nahida.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Sounds like a good plan. Alright, about the sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve.
So even you don't know.
Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sumeru samsara, the situation could have become dire.
Come to think of it, wouldn't the Academia have been aware that someone broke the samsara? Cause they're collecting like dreams for like energy or whatever, right? For the Akasha? Like, I'm assuming they would probably see a drop in like energy production or whatever it is they were trying to harvest, dreams or whatever. They would know something is wrong, right? Do they know who's responsible? Are they gonna like come gunning for Paimon and me?
I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
How suspicious.
I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Probably.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Okay, so Nahida is in control. That's good to hear. So it's not like she's totally like out of it's not like she's totally out of the picture. Yeah. So she can still control the Academia if she's so pleased. Well, you probably want to step in soon, given that, you know, they're starting to, like you said, act out of line. Yeah, if you don't do something soon, Nahida, they might go for something bigger. Anyways, no one has realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research.
Ooh, clever and dastardly.
Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Well, thank you, Nahida. I don't think I have any other questions.
Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
Very, very much so. Thank you.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
Take all the rest you need.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sumeru samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
I think we need to get some sleep too, Paimon. That Subceres festival was pretty long.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Oh, yeesh. It really was their birthday, right? The Subserious Festival? Man, well, first off, happy birthday. And second off, yikes. Man. How... Oh, she appeared when Greater Order Githvata disappeared. So that's like 500 years ago during the Cataclysm. So it's their 500th birthday. Well, happy birthday. And yikes, imagine having to deal with all of that on your birthday. Over and over and over again.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Oh, Nahida's gone.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Totally not suspicious.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Alright, everyone. Whew. That was the last part of the quest, I think. That was Chapter 3, Act 2, The Morn 1,000 Flowers Brings. I think that's what it's called, right? Let me check the travel guide. Or travel log. Yeah. The Subserious Festival. Oh man, that was such a whammy, an emotional double whammy. Like, man, I felt so many things during that quest. Honestly speaking, like a little bit of annoyance at first during the earlier parts of the event, or of the quest. But they did a really good job of like, you know, alleviating that annoyance of having to play through the quest again. Because they skip a lot of stuff, so like, you know, you don't have to play through all of that again. And then there's like that, I don't know, that sense of dread and uneasiness as you realize there's like puppets and like loops over and over again. That feeling of hope you get when like you get Dia on your side and you feel like you might break out, and then she just forgets, and then you just feel that disappointment when, you know, you realize that Dia, you're not gonna get her back. You know, like she's not gonna help you get out together. And then there's there's Nahida, who is always like super helpful, like very encouraging. You feel like, you know, you can work with her. Then even Paimon, I felt bad for Paimon, like when she got like really sad, like that we left her and everything. I mean, I felt bad for her. I don't know, like in that whole quest, I think the whole thing about like also being stuck in Sumeru City, like not leaving the city at all, like it really makes you feel like you're confined in one space, and it's just you, it's Paimon, and it's Nahida. And you're just walking around, and again, I'm cycling back, that sense of that psychological horror element a little bit, that dread you feel just being stuck here and unable to do anything, things just looping over and over again. Oh man, and you can't forget about Dunyarzad, like that whole thing where we thought she died. I felt genuinely sad at that moment, like, you know, thinking about like everything that we did in the previous quests. And then Vihar, like, that whole thing was like how he evidently has a crush on her, and he admitted it, number one. So we know that's a fact. And he also was like talking about like how he wanted her to be happy and how she did all these things for him. Man, really punches you in the gut. And then they hit you with another whammy where You go in, you read her letter that says, like, oh, you know, like, after the Subseries Festival, like, if you still haven't found Kusanali, like, here's all these other things I did for you that you can do. And then there's, like, the whole thing with Niwu, where you're just so mad at the sages, you know, for everything they did. And then, of course, sorry, what, I'm blanking out so badly right now, I'm sorry. And then that whole thing where Niwu was doing her dance, and then Junior-Zod comes back at the very end. Ah, man. Man. That, honestly, like, that one portion of the quest could have been an entire quest on its own. And it would have still been good. Man, what an emotional roller coaster. Alright, I think we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much for watching our little journey across Sumeru City, across the stream. So, next time we, stream, Sumeru is going to be, hang on, let me think. So I'm not streaming tomorrow on Sunday, that's a free day for me. And then on Monday, on Monday, we're gonna play Honkai Star Rail. We're gonna continue playing that. While we continue playing Star Rail, after Monday, we're gonna cycle back to Fire Emblem Engage. And then after Engage, that's Fire Emblem Engage is on Tuesday. So Wednesday's gonna be Tears of the Kingdom. And that means Thursday is going to be Genshin Impact. So, I will see you all on Thursday for the next part of the Sumeru Archon Quest, Chapter 3, Act 3, like a triumphant hero. Well then, once more, thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this stream, and if you want to see more Genshin content, or other content that I'll be streaming / publishing, please subscribe so I know to focus on that content. And it'll also help out the channel a ton. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna close this window now. And I'll see you all next time around. Alright, bye.